Hello guys, welcome back. So if you watched the video before this one, we'll be reacting to this one. The absolute disaster of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Okay, here we go.
Wow, it's really not a good time to be working for Ubisoft, is it? Not only did Star Wars Outlaws turn out to be a disastrous failure that was mocked by gamers and massively underperformed financially, but it turns out there was something even bigger and more devastating on the horizon. On the face of it, Assassin's Creed Shadows sounds like an easy slam dunk,
Actually, yes. If they gave us an Assassin's Creed game that was just in Japan, they didn't like change this, didn't have to adapt fully to what's happening in Japan. They could have kept like, the Assassin's Creed armor with just like a Japanese influence. That would be awesome. Just make missions in Japan while being an assassin. Not this stuff. But, hopefully it turns out well.
Assassin's Creed game set in feudal Japan, the land of ninjas, samurais, epic sword battles, and absolutely bitchin' haikus. It was practically tailor-made for a stealth combat series like this. Then the trailer came out and we got our first proper look at the game's protagonists.
Not a great plan.
Now,
I like how he used the clip of Tony Stark. Not a great plan. He was talking to the Hulk, right? Let's see. Oh, and also, I'm just gonna add a little note. If you played Ghost of Tsushima before before seeing this one, you would know that assassins and samurais wouldn't mix. It's like water and oil. They even if you try to mix them, they would separate. That's how bad it is. So, yeah.
I'm no historical expert here, but I'm pretty sure that a gentleman like this would be a bit out of place in 16th century Japan, which wasn't exactly known for being a multicultural melting pot, if you can.
Yeah, that would be like the Black James Bond. Because if I don't know if you heard that joke before, James Bond going into like Russia where everyone's white. It's like he would not be like, he would not be a good spy. Everyone would recognize him immediately. Who's this guy?
Catch my drift. Gamers were quick to pick up on this as well, only for Ubisoft to argue back that their main man was based on the real-life historical figure of Yasuke, a black man who came to Japan with just on the real-life historical...
Let me just show you this one. This one looks a lot like Ghost of Tsushima. Even this one. Let me see. Let me show you guys. Ghost of Tsushima gameplay. Let me just show you like this one. Another one. It should show like the whole UI. Ghost of gameplay UI. You see? Yeah, this one. See? It's the same. You see? Especially this one. This one shows it better. Where is it? Where is it? You see? It looks the same. It generally looks the same. This is why a lot of people is like forcing Ubisoft before to do it before someone else does it. And someone else did, so...
figure of Yasuke, a black man who came to Japan with Jesuit missionaries before serving under Lord Oda Nobunaga, and was eventually granted the honorary rank of samurai. We won't mention the fact that he was only taken in by Nobunaga as a kind of travelling curiosity, that he never fought a single battle or duel, spoke very little Japanese, only served under the man for less than a year, and that he was given back to the Jesuit priests and disappeared from historical records after Nobunaga was killed. But sure, I guess one fragmented and misinterpreted historical example is good enough for Ubisoft to turn him into a superhuman ninja.
Sorry, I'm trying to listen to him while watching the trailer. It's like funny. The epic scene shitting on him the whole time. There's an epic scene on the trailer, and it's not even epic. The lady killed the guy. This is the Assassin's Creed. This is the Assassin's Creed. This is just a samurai. This is an assassin. This is just a samurai. It should be like Assassin's Creed and the Samurai in Japan or something like that. Some bad title like that, but it would be accurate. Assassin's Creed Shadow is this lady. And I think if there's only like one character, it would be like different. I don't know.
Ninja assassin and give him his own game. And anyone who questioned that state of affairs was clearly nothing but a racist bigot who needed to do better. Now that's fine when it comes to casually dismissing the criticisms of Western gamers, because clearly their opinions don't matter. But the one thing that Ubisoft hadn't counted on was the Japanese reaction. See, it turns out that Japanese people...
I've heard like the Japanese people like had a lot of like comments. There was like a video, hyper. Let me just check. I forgot. It's like I forgot the main word that they used, but they like nitpick the whole trailer. Let's just type it. Yeah, hyper analyze. Yeah, this one. I've watched it before. Yeah, so this was done by Japanese people. Yeah. So this was done by Japanese people. This video itself. They made a reaction and they nitpicked everything from that trailer. It took them 21 minutes and I think they're not even done. So, yeah.
People are pretty protective of their history and cultural heritage, as they should be, and if there's one thing that's guaranteed to piss them off, it's some asshole foreign game studio appropriating and completely butchering their history and culture to push a political agenda that means absolutely nothing to them. Truly, the message had finally found its nemesis. Before you knew it, Japanese gamers were completely up in arms, and what had started out as a minor controversy over here in the West quickly exploded into a full-scale backlash. Shit man, the question of this game was even raised in the...
Is this like the actual gameplay? Yeah, this looks like the actual
completely
gameplay.
Up in arms.
Why is it... Is my graphics setting bad? Yeah, I'm gonna use 1080. Maybe it would look better.
Finally found its nemesis. Before you knew it, Japanese gamers were completely up in arms, and what had started out as a minor controversy over here in the West quickly exploded into a full-scale backlash. Shit man, the question...
You see how... You see the details of the characters? It's not...
Game was even raised in the...
It's not as good as
Japanese parliament.
Recent games.
It was that bad. Why? And Ubisoft's bold claims about respecting Japanese culture and history soon started to fall apart under any kind of scrutiny, as Japanese gamers and historical experts began finding all kinds of mistakes and inaccuracies, like Chinese architecture in Japanese...
Oh gosh. This is what happens if you like just do it on the afternoon. It's like, I need to make this look better, and you're just going to like gonna type on YouTube, like I'm gonna type on Google, see this one, like Asian architecture. It's like Zen or something. And they're gonna pick like a random, oh, this one, is this Japanese? And they're like, you're gonna hope that they're gonna pick like something Japanese and something like they're gonna copy it. They're just gonna copy it. They need their ideas as fast as it comes. They need to make the game. So that's why maybe they just typed it in and like looked. And so okay, let's take a look at all of these ones and make and we're just gonna change this one to Japanese. Let's see what you can mistake that it's similar. Oh yeah, so it looks almost the same. So maybe that's the reason why they used like Asian architecture. I'm sure they didn't type like Chinese architecture or something, but yeah, there would be some point that they just typed Asian architecture, and looked at something like, oh, this one looks Japanese. This one looks beautiful. The problem is if it's done by Chinese architecture. See, it looks also, you see, it looks familiar. It looks similar. So if you're not careful with this one, you would get them interchanged. I don't know exactly what they used, but yeah.
Cities, flags and banners that never actually existed in real life, the baffling decision to give the game a hip-hop soundtrack. I said kill him.
Yeah, I didn't. I know that they used it, but it's like the first time I've heard people complain about this one, but I've never heard it actually like this one. Is this real? Is this the thing that they used?
And perhaps worst of all, the licensed character statue of the game's
Yeah.
female supporting character perched on top of a half-torii gate. Which is a
Yeah.
bit unfortunate because in Japan, that's an iconic symbol of the
Oh my gosh. This is like the biggest issue that... This is what plunged them to their downfall. It's like they were already going down, and this is like a massive drop. So if you're like into stocks or anything, it's like... It's going like this. Oh wait. Yeah, on your screen, yeah. It's going like this, and it like just dropped down. Man. Because when this came out, when this issue came out, they like pulled out all the stops that they had. Like, okay, we're not gonna do the conferences. We're gonna cancel all the meet and greets and shit.
atomic
I don't
bombing
know
of
if you call it meet and
Nagasaki,
greet, but
so
yeah.
needless to say, it didn't go down too well. Even
Someone has to get fired. Really, I'm not glad that someone will get fired, but I will be happy to see that this massive failure, like specifically the use of the half torii gate, it should be like someone has to take the fall for it. Really, who decided to use this one? Who's in charge of like checking like the cultural aspects of Japan and how important the symbolism is? It's like, who's in charge of that one? He or she should get fired, man. And I think he or she already got fired, if you know.
atomic
Microsoft is
bombing
doing
of
their jobs.
Nagasaki, so needless to say, it
Even the
didn't go down
managers.
too well. Even a friendly New York Times article that tried to put all the blame on Western audiences and pretend that Japanese gamers were totally cool with the game was exposed as bullshit when the so-called Japanese expert they interviewed was revealed to have worked for Sweet Baby Inc.
Really?
Yeah,
That's so bad.
I'm sure he provided a totally unbiased view of the
Yeah.
situation. All of this negative publicity resulted in a tidal wave of criticism and scrutiny directed at Ubisoft themselves, and it wasn't long
This is definitely like Ghost of Tsushima, where you hold your breath. Oh shit. This is exactly how it is.
before people like Legendary Drops and Endymion began to uncover some pretty damning testimonies about the workplace environment there. According to their sources, the original intention for this game was to feature a Japanese protagonist, only for Yasuke to be swapped in several years ago to reflect the cultural atmosphere in America at the time.
Why? Just use a regular Japanese person, like a real samurai. Hell, don't just make a good game. I told you, if they just, you know, of course they can't use like SEO or something, but if they just took the girl character alone and just like ran with the game as an assassin because it's Assassin's Creed, man, it would be better. I think it would be better. I hope it would be better. Especially people already know that it's different. Like samurais and assassins are different. This is my main takeaway from this one. Everything I know from like samurais and assassins is Ghost of Tsushima, so maybe I'm not that like knowledgeable about this one. But in that small game, they really highlighted how important honor is to samurais, and I don't think that they, you know, that they lied about that. If they did, man, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about, but Yeah, it's very different. It's a different take. Unless Yosuke, the character here, would like give up his honor as well. Because being a samurai, you're not allowed to stab people at the back. You should fight them head on. And you should not approve of like the ways of the shadows, if you will. That's why Ghost of Tsushima, Jin Sakai, had to let go of his like samurai legacy and has to sacrifice his samurai future when he chose to be like the ghost or an assassin.
Time. That's the problem with trying to jump on a trend that's unique to one particular part of the world and can change just as easily as the wind shifts direction. It's very
If you see the trailer of Ghost of Tsushima 2, it's a lot better. The graphics, I mean, I'm not sure if they intentionally like use the lowest graphics setting, but this is 1080p already, but it's not, I don't see that it's like very well done. Not sure, guys.
easy to get left behind and end up looking like a fucking fool. But I think the most interesting revelation has had to do with the culture at Ubisoft itself. According to their sources, it's a company that's basically ruled over by HR with an iron fist. The kind of place where putting an exclamation mark or the wrong emoji in an email is seen as aggressive and threatening. A place where the message takes priority over all other creative considerations. We're criticizing other people's
This is the problem because you know whenever like people talk about this stuff and they complain how is this one approved by the management, or how did this one reach like even the development stage? It's not good. And isn't it like a person's job to make sure that the quality is good, that the story is good? There would be like what they call this one, a relatable, it's like it will be relatable to the fans of the genre, and not like, you know, trying to diversify and stuff. Well, the main problem is the management. They are the one pushing this. That's the main concern. It's not like yeah, it's not like how would you stop something that you yourself is trying to like pursue. They want this. They wanted to get this angle. That's why this is the product that they gave you. They didn't like ask for like the opinions of like the fans, or if they did, that would be like a very small minority. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
ideas
Maybe I'm talking out of my ass.
is frowned upon, and you have to constantly walk on eggshells in case you get summoned for a disciplinary meeting for saying the wrong thing.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
The end result of all this stupid shit is to create a culture of toxic positivity, where every idea, no matter how retarded, has to be given equal weight, where
That's so stupid. I remember the days that if you're working, not even the days. Remember that when you're working and you're with someone who's really working seriously and they know what they're doing, if you suggest even something slightly stupid or, you know, is not within standard, they would right up call you like stupid or are you dumb? It's like, are you dumb? Do you know what you're doing? Do you even know how to work here? Do you even know what your scope is? It's like, oh, sorry, I just want to confirm. Yeah, we don't accept stupid suggestions and even stupid questions. You know, that is an existing world. And if you're not in that world, you're not in reality. Because we're trying to uphold like good quality, not like catering to like everyone's wants and needs. The reason why Ubisoft is successful before is that they're a small company that has a goal, and you know that work towards that goal. It's like anything that doesn't like fit into that one, it's like, okay, throw it out. It's not good, throw it out. That's how it should work. Not like, oh, some shit, yeah, we're gonna add this one, but not too much. We don't want it to smell like shit. It's like, dude, come on. Again, I'm not saying that all ideas are shit, but come on. Fact check everything. And if people are calling you out, be called out. Have a discussion, not okay, settle down. We're gonna add both of these concepts in the game. That would be so stupid. Like this one, adding a samurai with a friend who's an assassin. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe if Yosuke is a Ronin, but I don't know. He's like full on samurai. A Ronin wouldn't have like that type of armor. And I've never seen a samurai use a club. Uh, not in the games that I've played before, but maybe they did. Let me just check that real quick. Sorry guys for like the tangent. It's a very big tangent. Uh, did samurais use clubs? Kanabu, literally a metal stick or a metal club. Okay, so we're gonna just Kanabu. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it properly. Kanabu. Oh, they did. Okay, so it's accurate, maybe. This guy is like looks like really looks like the actor. I forgot his name. Yeah, but the Japanese actor. Yeah, he's fit in playing any old role in a Japanese movie, especially in a samurai movie. Oh, okay, going back.
Every person, no matter
I
how
digress.
whiny or incompetent, has to be afforded equal respect, and where it's almost impossible to produce a good end product because nobody can ever be challenged to do better. It's the logical end result of allowing your organisation to become infested with ideologues and perpetually offended serial complainers, instead of actual
I want to hear that one again. I'm gonna add subtitles.
challenge to do better. It's the logical end result of allowing your organisation to become infested with ideologues and perpetually offended serial complainers.
Oh my gosh. Ideologues and perpetually offended serial complainers. I know you guys know what that means, but that goes hard, man. Perpetually offended. It's like that word doesn't make sense, but it's hell funny. Where like you're always like offended. It's like, you're always offended and you're like always a complainer. It's like you're not just a complainer, you're a serial complainer. So all your complaints are like it's like very heavy hitters. It's like you're always complaining about everything and anything, and its intensity is great. I really like this line. Perpetually offended serial complainers.
Instead of actual productive workers who are motivated to make something great. People who just refuse to accept criticism or different points of view, who aren't interested in working hard to bring out the best in others. People whose only real priorities are themselves.
I hope that they hire. Hopefully, they won't hire like a game tester like me, because I enjoy like really basic. If the graphics are good, if the gameplay is good, I don't mind too much, but I am picky about, clips. If your hair is clipping on on a shirt, or if your armor is clipping on and off something, the weapon is passing through the armor, staring it off, but it's just clipping inside and out. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah, that's what I'm picky about in games. Believe it or not. I'd rather have low graphics with no clipping. Is that right? Yeah, than high graphics, but I can literally see the weapons and the hair clipping through the armor. That's what I feel bad about Monster Hunter, because the clipping graphics aren't that good yet. So, but it's still fun. Like the gameplay overall is. That's why I like it.
And where exactly
So yeah, sorry I went out of my way there. I hope they hire like game testers that they would listen to, and these game testers are like very well known in the industry. Get some gamers on YouTube or on Twitch, or someone like very critical, moist critical. No, someone critical about playing a game. It's like they will tell you, I don't know Asmongold, but Asmongold is easy to please. It's like he's a nitpicker, but he just said that he enjoys playing bad games. So, but yeah, he can pinpoint out like bad graphics, bad designs, but he's not knowledgeable enough for like Japanese culture. But yeah, that's not the point. Like, get a good game, a very big fan of the genre, a very big fan of the culture, and let them play the game, and take all their criticism like that. Like, accept it. Don't be afraid to be corrected.
exactly did it get them? Well, Ubisoft have been forced to withdraw from the Tokyo Game Show in absolute humiliation because they know they'd get destroyed if they dared to show their faces there. And more
Yeah.
damagingly, they've had to delay the game itself, which was supposed to be one of their big launches this year, to at least 2025 while they scramble to fix
This animation is good. This animation is hella good. I like it.
the problems they've created for themselves. Will they actually remove Yasuke as the protagonist? Probably not, if I'm honest, because if they did, they'd have to deal with a full-scale internal revolt, and it would be seen as the ultimate victory for all the toxic gamer bros out there. The thing is, the negativity around this game has grown so huge that they'd probably be better off not releasing it at all. Once
The animation is good. It looks nice.
you've burned your reputation with your game's audience, it's pretty difficult to get it back without a major course correction, and I really don't think they have it in them at this point. You truly do reap what you sow, and I think 2024 is the year that Ubisoft found that out to their costs. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Sorry.
Anyway, here's the year that it's pretty
I got distracted.
revolt, and it would be seen, if I'm honest, because if they did, they'd have to deal with a full-scale internal revolt, and it would be seen as the ultimate victory for all the toxic gamer bros out there. The thing is, the negativity around this game has grown so huge that they'd probably be better off not releasing it at all. Once you've burned your reputation with your game's audience, it's pretty
I think they would still release it, like just to see like if their efforts wouldn't like go wasted. They're already like down a bunch now, so if it's as bad as people think, yeah, at least they released it. But if it's better than what people think, yeah, they might not recover from this, but you know, they might get some revenue back, money back. Yeah, there's still a chance like to save this. It's not a big one, it's a very slim one, but I can see this like hopefully if they like extended the time to like clean things up, maybe it would look better. Imagine Sonic the movie, from the trailer they extended, and I know it's bad because a lot of people like was forced to do overtime and some of them weren't even paid. I'm not sure about that, don't quote me on that, but yeah, Sonic, you know, came out great, and they even made a second and a third movie. So yeah, I hope that it works here as well. They would like make it graphically better, and they would make the gameplay a lot better, and just remove the cultural problems. You know, the cultural appropriations that weren't hitting the good points. Yeah, just remove those from the game. Just add like another tree or something, or change that part. You know, you can animate it or something, you can design it or something, and hopefully it could get better. In case of Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm so glad that they added like a switch to like turn the cat's or the palico's voice back to meow rather than English. I think that's awesome. It's a good thing they released that video. I mean, I think the setting was there before, but imagine if it's not, and you know, they just released the trailer on time just to add it in between the release date, because they're not sure will like our players like hearing the palico as talking in English, or would they like the palico saying meow all the time. So yeah, having a little time between releases. Yeah, I'm just gonna
pretty difficult to get it back without a major course correction, and I really don't think they have it in them at this point. You truly do reap what you sow, and I think 2024 is the year that Ubisoft found that out to their costs. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Yeah.
How do you debug a slow web?
Yeah, I like this guy. So yeah, he has 146,000 subscribers. I've never heard of him, but he's good. Yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to him. I like his take. But I don't think that you know, Ubisoft is not gonna release this. It's highly less likely. That's why they extended the release date, or they pushed it back further so that they can like smoothen out the game. I don't know if it's called smoothing it out, because big components have to be like fixed, but yeah, they're gonna smoothen out the game. So yeah, and that's what I was talking about. Like having like the release date a lot later from your what do you call this one? From your trailer date gives you like a big area, not a very big area to change like a big part of the game, but like a a huge amount of time to like correct some things that you can easily correct to make the game a little bit better. So yeah, because I'm really sure, I'm very sure that I would enjoy Monster Hunter Wilds a lot better if the Palico was just speaking meow rather than speaking in English. I don't care if other characters understand him, but I would care if, you know, if the Palico would speak in English. It's not that I hate English, I just don't see it as good as talking animals. I've been playing Monster Hunter for quite a while now, and I've not. It's gonna be like it's gonna be game breaking if the Palico is always speaking in English and you have no chance to turn it off. So yeah, that's where I'll be leaving you guys on YouTube. On stream, I'm gonna watch maybe one or two more videos. Yeah. So what do you guys think about that one? Ubisoft really shot their own foot. But yeah, I hope it turns out well. I really hope studios, learn from their mistakes. And if it doesn't turn out well, good for them. I mean, good for not them, but good for us. Like other devs would like look at this and they would like make either a 180-degree turn, or they would like course correct their projects, their existing projects now, which only means good for the gaming community. This is what happening now in the gaming world with Sony, Ubisoft. It's actually good. It will help the devs like do a better job, like look into people, look into their fans. So I really hope that it turns out well for like everyone, for the devs. They're going to like adjust, and for the gamers as well. We're gonna get better games, hopefully. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to follow me on stream, my Twitch is the same as my YouTube channel, same name, DurpleGaming. See you, and thank you for watching the video. Bye.